Version 6.3 is totally stacked. Hey everyone, and welcome back. We are diving deep into the hype generator, version 6.3 of Genshin Impact. Seriously, if you've seen the whispers online, you know this update is absolutely massive. This is not just a standard patch, it's a paradigm shift for two of the game's core elements. Today, we are going to cover everything about this patch: the groundbreaking new 5-star characters, the banner lineups, the artifact sets that will define their builds, the terrifying new boss, and, of course, a complete Primogem plan so you know exactly how many wishes you can expect. If you're trying to figure out where to spend your wishes or what to pre-farm, this is your complete detailed guide. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the biggest changes coming in 6.3. You can actually save up to 25% on latest banners through Lootbar. Personally, I lost my 50/50 and I just bought the 6,480 Genesis Crystals pack for $76 instead of $100. That's an instant $24 saved. Not only the discount, but the top-up process couldn't be easier. I entered my UID, selected my server, and within 2 minutes, the crystals arrived in my account. Plus, the double bonus for first-time purchases has been refreshed with the anniversary, so you can take advantage of that too. With over 100,000 satisfied users with 5-star rating, it's really my go-to choice for both personal top-ups. And here's a bonus. New users get an extra 10% discount, while returning users can save up to 5%. You can find the link in the description below or in pinned comments, so don't miss out. So, the version 6.3 is scheduled to run from mid-January through late February, lining us up perfectly for the massive Lantern Rite event in the second half. This patch seems to introduce 3 core characters: Columbina, Zebai, and Iluga, and they all revolve around one central game-changing concept: lunar reactions. Leading the charge is Columbina, a Hydro Catalyst user. She's not just a standard damage dealer, she's a synergy machine, designed to interact with this new mechanic. Her kit involves this incredible moving hydro field, a ring of damage that follows your active character. This ring interacts strongly with the new lunar reactions, creating variations like lunar bloom or lunar crystallized output. She's essentially the trigger for amplified team reaction damage. She gains a special resource that triggers a massive secondary attack when it hits a threshold. This confirms her role as an off-field enabler that is changing the way Hydro operates. Next up is Zebai, and Geo mains, get ready. This is what you've been waiting for. She is a Geo Sword DPS, but here is the revolutionary part. She seems to draw power both from defense and Elemental Mastery, EM. This is the game finally pushing Geo into the reaction sphere with a mechanic called Lunar Crystallize, a variation of the familiar Crystallize, but with significantly more offense baked into it. If this proves true, Zebai may finally give Geo players a reason to build EM. She even has an enhanced state where her attacks convert into a special type of lunar crystallized damage. Rounding out the trio is Iluga, a Geo support, who also seems to scale partly with Elemental Mastery. He provides special stacks or buffs that enhance Geo damage or boost lunar crystallized output. These 3 characters are essentially launching a brand new combat identity for both Hydro and Geo in one single patch. Now, with all these new mechanics, where do you spend your hard-earned Primogems? The banner looking for 6.3 looks incredibly smart and tricky to pinpoint. But as of now, it changed again. So Phase 1 brings us Columbina and a rerun of Inefa. This is brilliant because they give you the core Hydro character and a perfect synergistic Electro partner right away. Then, in Phase 2, we shift focus. We get the new Geo DPS, Zebai, paired with a rerun of Nouvelet, whose new skin is tied directly to the massive seasonal Lantern Rite event. This lineup is balanced, giving players a major new mechanic to explore immediately in Phase 1 and a new DPS plus a fan-favorite seasonal rerun in Phase 2. Also, since the celebration of Lantern Rite will begin from the Phase 2, this lineup will fill the gaps completely. But again, this is very delicate and can be fully confirmed after official release. since the live stream is also announced for the 2nd of January of 2026, and we won't be waiting for more to know the exact lineup. Now, no major patch is complete without new artifacts, and these are going to define the new characters. We're looking at two key sets. First, the Lunar Reaction set, totally perfect for Columbina, has a 2-piece bonus for Elemental Mastery and a 4-piece bonus that significantly increases lunar reaction output when the character is off-field. The second is the Hexenzirkel-themed set for main DPS characters, which grants an attack increase and enables a rotating attack buff every time the character hits an enemy with any type of damage. Plus, if you complete a special homework story requirement with that character, then the buff becomes even stronger by adding 20% crit rate. This is actually a very good set for all the current and coming Hexenzirkel-affiliated characters. This is your chance to rebuild your Venti into proper DPS. Well, now for the part that always gets me the most excited, the world. We are heading to the new region in Nodcry. This area is looking like one of the most atmospheric and varied regions yet. We're talking icy cliffs, purple corrupted lunar zones, deep underground caverns, and a major port area. The architecture is described as eerie and ritualistic, tying directly to those lunar anomalies. And in that new region, we face a new major boss, resembling a variation of Dottore. The mechanics here are insane. This boss seems designed to manipulate your controls, speed, and awareness. I'm talking about phases where your character's movement is reversed, or you suddenly move far faster than normal. Prepare for one of the most mechanically challenging fights we've ever seen. It's all over Reddit, so feel free to check out. I cannot show the full gameplay here. All right, now let's talk about Primogem budget. How many wishes can you realistically expect to earn? Based on years of consistent historical data, a free-to-play player can expect about 17,260 Primogems, or about 107 wishes total, with 64 available before Phase 2. If you have the Welkin Moon, your total jumps to approximately 21,400 Primogems, or a fantastic 131 wishes. Plan those pulls wisely because you have the numbers right here. Finally, for everyone who is pulling for Columbina and planning to build her day 1, here is your pre-farm checklist. For her Ascension Gems, farm the Varunada Lazurite series from the Hydro Hypostasis, Oceanid, or the new Frost Knight Hera. Her common enemy materials are the Slime Condensate, Secretions, and Concentrate. You'll need about 261 items total, so go farm all the slime materials you can find. Her world boss material is the Radiant Antler, dropped by the new Frost Knight Hera. Big catch. Her local specialty, Winter Ice Leia, 168 needed, only appears in Nodcry and cannot be pre-farmed. For her talent books, farm the Moonlight Talent Book set from the Lightless Capital domain on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. You can farm nearly everything except her local specialty and the new weekly boss material. Get those slime and hydro gems ready, and you will have her at level 80 or 90 almost instantly. So, there you have it. Version 6.3 is not just an update, it's a redefinition for Hydro and Geo. From Columbina's Lunar Reaction Kit to Zeeby's EM scaling and the terrifying new boss in Nodcry, this patch is absolutely stacked. Now, before we finish, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!